Here we go. Here we go. Welcome to it, the Plan B After Show podcast, web exclusive. I'm so tired. I'm so burnt out. I don't want to do this, but here we are.
We're doing a lot today. You took a little halftime there, which supposed to refresh you. That it didn't happen.
It did not. It did not. I'm even less motivated at this point. So, let's take a look at what is trending, getting social with the hot topics for today. Not the store, not the Hot Topic store. Great store, by the way.
Great store.
Great store. Love Hot Topic. Let's see.
Brock stopped going to Hot Topic because he took the wallet chain out of his wardrobe.
I did get a new wallet, by the way.
Did you?
I got it over at Walmart. Just a little bifold, nothing fancy. Yeah.
You know what trick I learned the other day? This is actually kind of cool. And a guy did it at a drive-thru, and I'm like, that's pretty neat. I forgot you could do that. He has a little bifold like you have.
Yeah.
And he keeps a lighter in the bifold, like in the where the crease is.
Yeah.
And then like when he goes to a drive-thru, he'll take like rubbing alcohol and just squirt it on the inside of his wallet. And when he opens his wallet, he strikes the striker, woof, and it lights his wallet up on fire. And everybody's like, shit. And then when you close it, it just snuffs it out. It does nothing to your wallet. It just burns the alcohol, and it's completely safe.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You were literally doing.
You should see the video. It's the reaction you get from it. It's like an old magician trick. You know when they would like make things disappear and all that.
Yeah, that flame.
So the drive-through people are like, oh God,
So here you have people getting minimum wage, working a job, dealing
and
with
fireballs thrown at them.
And then you got some guy who's just trying to get you views on YouTube, so he's thrhrowing fireballs at him.
I think I have alcohol around here somewhere.
Do it quick. Put it on your face and light it. Oh man. Anyway,
so I'm trying to teach you some magic. All right, will you just fucking accept it for once?
You're telling me to light my wallet on.
I'm sorry for teaching you something. I'm sorry. Maybe next time I'll just amaze you, and then you'll be like, dude, could you tell me how to do that? And I'll be like, fuck you, no.
Here's what you do. You pull up to a drive-thru, you put your ass out the window, and you light your fart on fire.
Yeah, I can do that, too.
You can do that, actually. That's, honestly, out of all the tricks I've seen you do, you lighting your fart on fire was the best thing I've
See? An amazing trick.
It's not even a trick. It's just you lighting the noxious gas out of your body.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh, my God. Because I'd never seen it in person before. I'll never forget.
New Year's Eve.
What was that? New Year's Eve, like how many years ago? And oh, my God, I can still see you. I can still see you on the chair.
Just, hey, guys.
I got one brewing.
I never thought you could do it either until I think I saw a video and they're like, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. And
Be careful.
I think I made you do it like 5 more times.
What'd I eat that night?
I don't know. Yeah, I made you do it until you shit your pants.
Oh.
I pushed you hard on that one. Oh no.
Oh, that's what everybody knows.
Oh, my God. Anyway, how do we get on this? Oh, my new wallet.
The wallet trick that you didn't like.
We went from my new wallet to you shitting your pants on you. One of these things is not like the other. Let's see. We talked about on this day in 1920, Prohibition began.
That sucks.
Yeah, what were they thinking with that? What were they?
Was it, you know what, I kind of imagine it though, as like when marijuana wasn't legal here. It's like everybody still did it. It's just, it wasn't legal.
But see, the problem with them making it illegal caused a lot of bad stuff too, because then people were making shitty booze. Government was poisoning booze.
Yeah.
And people were getting sick, people dying. I mean,
created crime.
Yeah. I mean, Al Capone, we because of us,
moonshiners.
Moonshiners and stuff. Honestly, moonshiners don't bother me too much. Like, you got some guy in the woods it's how much is he really producing? That's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I saw a show one time, and it was very interesting, man, of what they did and what they had to do, and like how much trouble you would get in if you were caught with it.
Yeah.
I always had this thought. What if it was swapped? So when we grew up, marijuana was legal, booze wasn't. And then later on, booze became legal, like in 2018, when marijuana became legal. How would society be and what would life be like? what would the difference be?
I wonder if we'd be better off.
I think we would be. I think we would.
Because you know what? I was watching, you bring that up. I was watching this Rogan clip, and a guy was talking about how the invention of caffeine was huge. And they kind of credit that to like the age of enlightenment and education in like France and everything. And like
Probably production.
well, because up until that point, the guy was talking about how like everyone was basically buzzed all day, every day. You'd work because kids would drink hard cider because the alcohol was safer. Alcohol was safer to drink than the water. You couldn't just like drink the water back in the day. So the alcohol was safer to drink. So everyone was just drinking all the time. Then they found caffeine, and so you're boiling the water to make the coffee and everything, and it's
safer.
It's safer. Well, because exactly. You're making the water.
Yeah, and you're not killing yourself every day at work. You know.
So so now it push that further. If we didn't have alcohol as such a commonplace thing,
yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting thought I've always had. I'm like, what if it was the exact opposite of what it has been in my life? You know.
I don't know.
It's just weird, man. It's like you growing up, it's everywhere. Like you see it everywhere. Parents are having parties, they're drinking. Like imagine it being pot, like smoking pot everywhere. Like,
I
don't know. It's just an interesting thought. But how about let's just say like being sober is probably the best route, right? It's just not the most fun route sometimes, I guess.
No, but it of course you can do it without the alcohol. I mean, you can do anything without drink. I think about that. And sometimes I feel foolish because my dad's never drank. My dad's been sober his whole life. He's never drank, never done drugs or anything like that. And I'm like, Jesus, okay, but then I think about like going fishing without a beer, and I'm like, that sounds weird to me. And I think that's worse on my end. That's worse on my end,
Yeah.
So
you ever do it? You ever do it without the beer? And you're like, yeah, that wasn't so bad. Like I can
sure.
do that.
Honestly, at this point, it's almost been better. And now with the kid, because I'm so busy rigging up stuff and doing all this, that by the time we leave, I've had like one beer,
Yeah.
And so, and driving the boat, I don't want to be, shit face driving a boat and everything with the family in it.
Think there will ever be a time where it's illegal again?
Man.
Here's another thing, and I'm going to amp this question up a little bit. And this is coming from my nephew, who is like 20 years old, and talking about him and his friends and the way, they are, growing up. I'm like, are you kids partiers? Are they? He's like, nobody drinks.
Yeah.
He's like, I mean, he says not nobody, but he's like the majority of us, like, no. He's like, we're not big partiers. We're not going out to the bars. We're not throwing down like you guys used to. He's like, the stories I hear from you guys are just berserk.
Well, that's all we could do. So I think what it's going to go the route.
Will there be a time where it's not cool, where it's just like
that's what it is. It's going to go the route of smoking. It's going to go the route of cigarettes. Like cigarettes, obviously, are not cool anymore. It's not an awesome cartoon camel in a leather jacket cool anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just more of an addiction than anything.
Yeah. Which honestly, that's if I have to worry less about my daughter doing some of the things I did because of alcohol related things, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's the
will
scary
it ever
thing.
be illegal? No, I don't think it'll ever be illegal. I don't think so. But
there was a time there a couple of weeks ago. I didn't drink for what? I didn't have a drink for like 7 days, and when I did, the first one, I was like, dude,
yeah,
damn.
Well, that happened to me when I did that fishing trip up in Canada. I didn't drink for a week. Because it was a school. I was a.
You had that first one, and you're like, dude, wow.
I got back, and it my tolerance went down, which also made me feel kind of good. Like maybe I don't have as big of a drinking problem as I. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm feeling pretty loopy off of a couple beers.
But then you understand too is like this is why they say don't get in a damn car, because there's people out there that work all week and then just had that first drink and and make terrible decisions, and
the binge drinking. I mean, obviously, I think the long story short is we'd be better off without alcohol. We absolutely would. You're poisoning your body. Like, I get it. You're putting poison. It's your body fighting a poison, and that's what it is. So, but tell you what, though, hard to beat. Sometimes hard to beat that beer, man. My big problem is after a workout or after like anything I do where I get sweaty or hot or I'm working, whether it's in the summertime or a workout. That fucking beer is so delicious.
Right. Right now for me, it would be I'd be fine because I went a week without it. But Dude, as soon as that first football game went on, I'd be like, "Oh,
Oh,
damn it,
right.
dude, the fridge is full of
Yep.
them.
Yep.
Can we
Yep.
can I just have one?
I'll just have one.
It's
I'll just have one.
football. Come on."
Just have me one beer. One beer. Anyway, well, hey, Hunter and I aren't alcoholics, okay? I know it sounds like it, but borderline functioning. But well, there you go. That's gonna do it for your Plan B After Show podcast web exclusive, getting social on January 16th. We'll see you guys next time.